ننتقل وإياكم إلى بث مباشر أو نقل مباشر عبر الفيديو مع نائب الممثل العام لرئيس برنامج الأمم المتحدة الإنمائي في العراق UNDP الدكتور ديمار أو الدكتور كيمار ديب.
Thank you, Excellency, colleagues and dear partners. It's a pleasure to be you in this very important conference on the dams. Excuse me, just one. The dams have a crucial role in environmental, social, and economic development of a country. We all are well aware of that, and they are a very critical infrastructure. The dams are also important for sustainable management of water resources, regular supply of water, especially to agriculture, industry, and ecosystems, as well as for to supply potable water for drinking and other household purposes. The dams also play an important role in power generation, flood control, and drought risk management, as well as flood risk management in the country. In a context of Iraq, where the country is located in the downstream of two of its largest river systems, the significance of dams is even more crucial because as a downstream country, it faces numerous challenges in accessing sufficient and regular supply of water from the upstream. And the share of Iraq has seriously diminished due to the construction of dams and reservoirs by upstream countries to meet their own social and developmental challenges. In such a context, sustainable development management of dams and ensuring safety of dams is extremely crucial. The sustainable management of dams requires an effective system for monitoring water supply to the dams during different seasons, maintaining a sufficient storage capacity, as well as taking informed decisions on release of water during different seasons of the year, so as to ensure that at the one hand, sufficient quantity remains in storage to deal with any water shortages prompted by reduced rainfall, as we are experiencing this year and the last year. And on the other hand, the dam does not overflood from any unexpected release of water from upstream or due to unexpected high rains. The security of dams has multiple aspects, and it faces numerous risks, including those from regular wear and tear, lack of timely maintenance, natural disasters such as earthquakes, and from takeover of a dam by an armed militant, which can either destroy it or cause other harm to the society, for example, by releasing water to flood the downstream areas. Another risk that may be caused from the takeover of a dam by hostile elements is the risk to maintenance of the dam. This last risk is something which Iraq has experienced recently when the Mosul Dam was occupied by the Islamic State in 2014, and thereby the security of the dam was jeopardized since the Mosul Dam required regular grouting operations to prevent the risk of dam failure. Also, the damage to the Darbandin Khan Dam from the November 2017 earthquake is a reminder to the vulnerability of dams from natural disasters. As United Nations Development Program, in view of the risks posed to the Mosul Dam from the takeover and the disruption in the maintenance of the dams, UNDP, with generous funding support from the USAID, started the Mosul Dam Emergency Preparedness Project in 2016. And it has implemented this project for about 5 years since then. The project is focused on the risk of a potential catastrophic flooding in the case of dam failure, which could devastate the downstream areas of Nineveh, Salahuddin, Baghdad, affecting as many as 6 million people. The project focused upon establishing an effective early warning system, including a culture of preparedness at national, provincial, and local levels, as well as in different key sectors such as health and education. An important emphasis of the project was upon community preparedness in the 3 target governorates. The project reached out to more than 4 million people with flood awareness and preparedness messages through social media, electronic media, and in-person communication. The project also trained numerous officials. Let me here present to you some of the brief outcomes of this project. An emergency alert and communication system was established provincial and down to the local level. Flood preparedness plans were prepared in the 3 governorates to deal with the flooding situation which might result from the collapse or damage to the Mosul Dam. Around 500 officials were trained on flood preparedness and early warning systems in the 3 governorates. And the Mosul, in addition to the Mosul Dam, Dukan Dam, Haditha Dam, and Darbandin Khan Dam were also integrated into the National Emergency Alert and Communication System, which is managed by the Prime Minister National Operations Center at the federal level and coordinated at the provincial level with by the governors of each province. Technical guidelines were prepared on dam safety, and officials and management of the 4 dams were trained. About 100 people were trained on dam safety aspects. Also, technical guidelines, on dam safety were prepared and shared with the dam management so that they can follow those guidelines to ensure issues of safety and security of the dams. In 100 schools, an awareness campaign was implemented to deal with the possible flooding risk which can result from the dam, as well as 20 hospitals. A hospital preparedness campaign was implemented targeting 20 hospitals in the 3 governorates. The project also focused on reaching out to communities, and so using the social media as well as electronic media, it reached out to 4 million people using SMS messages on flood preparedness and awareness, as well as 3.7 million people were reached out with flood preparedness messages in Nineveh, Salahuddin, and Baghdad using Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as the messages. In-person community awareness sessions were also conducted, and about 450,000 people were reached in the 3 governorates with these messages. We also worked with the Iraqi Red Crescent Society to establish a community-based flood early warning and evacuation system. 200 Red Crescent volunteers were trained, who then went out to their communities and they established a network of community people on flood early warning and evacuation systems. Based upon the experience and the lessons learned from the Mosul Dam Emergency Preparedness Project and a request from the PM NOC, UNDP is now working on preparing another project to work on dam safety and disaster preparedness, targeting Darbandin Khan, Haditha, Hamrin Dam, and Dukan Dam. UNDP also encourages strengthening of transboundary cooperation with the upper riparian countries. UNDP has supported the Ministry of Water Resources with regards to negotiations on transboundary water resources. And it is going to continue to provide more support to the Ministry of Water Resources on its negotiations with the upper riparian countries, including Turkey, Iran, and Syria. This is briefly about the UNDP support, ongoing support, as well as the past support and our future plans to support dam safety and security, as well as flood preparedness in Iraq. And so once again, I would like to thank all of you for allowing me the opportunity and the UNDP the opportunity to participate in this very important conference. We have a technical specialist, Dr. Samir, who is going to also share more details about our work in the coming rest of the program. At this moment, I would like to invite my colleague, Dr. Nadir Fazza, who is currently attending the COP26, and he would like to share, very briefly some of the outcomes on dam safety issues from the COP26. Dr. Nadeep, please.
شكرا جزيلا زبير. السيدات والسادة الحضور، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. شرف كبير لي أن أحضر هذا المؤتمر أونلاين، وأنا أتحدث الآن من قلب الحدث من غلاسكو لمؤتمر المناخ رقم 26. والحقيقة فقط في دقيقة واحدة حبيت أن أضعكم وأستثمر هذه الفرصة الرائعة للمؤتمر بأن أضعكم في الصورة في آخر التطورات، إذ أن المؤتمر المفروض أن ينتهي يوم أمس، ولكن الحقيقة تم تمديده إلى يوم أو ممكن إلى يومين لغرض استكمال المفاوضات. قبل أن أركز على هذه المفاوضات أود أن أبارك للعراق تقديمه للNDC وثيقة المساهمات العراقية التي تم مصادقتها من قبل مجلس الوزراء الموقر، وتم تقديمها إلى اتفاقية UNFCCC إلى السكرتارية وإلى اتفاق باريس. وكذلك تم إعلان العراق على أنه هو بلد منضم لاتفاق باريس، ويعد هذا تقدم كبير الحقيقة في عمل التغيرات المناخية. وأنا سعيد جدا بأن أرى الكلمات الأساسية من معالي الوزير ومن من سيادة السفير الأمريكي وجميع المتحدثين الأكارم بالتركيز على موضوع التغيرات المناخية الذي تصدر الآن المشهد بشكل كبير. الوفد UNDP عراق قدم الدعم الكبير لتطوير الNDC في العراق، وثيقة المساهمات الوطنية، وتم استكمالها. وكذلك نحن الآن قدمنا في مشروع آخر دعم كبير للوفد العراقي المفاوض، الوفد السياسي والوفد الفني المفاوض في COP26. الحقيقة تم حضور عدد كبير من الوفد الفني والوفد السياسي في الكوب، وكان هناك اهتمام كبير من قبل البرلمان العراقي الموقر في هذا المؤتمر، وكذلك من فخامة رئيس الجمهورية وفخامة رئيس الوزراء العراقي. الحقيقة UNDP تم تقديم الدعم من خلال تطوير البوزيشن ستيتمنت للعراق معهم، وكذلك تقديم جايد لاين للوفد العراقي ومرافقة الوفد العراقي داي باي داي في المفاوضات، وتم تقديم بريفنج عن كل يومين أو 3 أيام من هذه المفاوضات. اللي أحب أنه يعني أذكره في هذا الموضوع بأنه موضوع المياه هو كان موضوع متصدر، والوفد العراقي كان حاجز على فعالية جانبية لتسليط الضوء على الووتر سكيرسيتي إيشو إن العراق. وفي هذا الموضوع يراد للمفاوضات العراقية القادمة مع دول الجوار ودول المنبع بأنه يضاف موضوع الكلايمت تشينج يعني مكون أساسي في عملية المفاوضات. وتم تحضير بيانات كثيرة، لكن للأسف بسبب زخم حجوزات الفعاليات الجانبية لم يتم هذا الموضوع. وأنا كنت أتمنى في صراحة أولا في داخلي كنت أتمنى حضور وزارة الموارد المائية بشكل كبير وفاعل في هذا المؤتمر، لكون هناك كانت مفاوضات كبيرة حول موضوع المياه وفعاليات جانبية وثنائية كبيرة في موضوع المياه هنا في غلاسكو. وأيضا كنت أتمنى لهذا المؤتمر لمؤتمركم هذا لكونه قريب جدا من الكوب، كنت أتمنى لو كان هذا المؤتمر في غلاسكو أيضا بأي طريقة كانت من أجل تسليط الضوء للناس المهتمين للتغير المناخي في هذا المؤتمر الكبير. فقط بعجالة أذكر لكم بأن مخرجات كوب 26
الضيف الكريم معنا الذي انضم معنا عبر تقنية الفيديو متأسف ومضطر لمقاطعة حضرتك وذلك للالتزام بوقائع وترتيبات المؤتمر الذي
شكرا جزيلا. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
شكرا جزيلا.